Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Game Night here at Heavy Cardboard. Tonight, we're bringing y'all Yangtze, designed by the Dr. Rainer Knizia and published by Piatnik. So, I'd never heard of this. It's latest Knizia. Oh, by the way, I'm your host, Edward.
Martin. Also Martin.
There you go. So, if you bet on Martin, I like your chances tonight. I'd never heard of this one from Knizia. Dan brought it to Game Day a couple weeks ago, played it, and I was surprised at how much I liked it, honestly. It felt old school Knizia, even though I forget what year. Anybody have a guess?
2016, I thought I saw it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, okay. I think you're probably right. Yeah, 2016, but yeah, completely under the radar. It has some aspects of of Ra and Medici, but it's not those games.
No.
So I don't want to set the bar too high here, but and by the way, during the weekly look ahead, I somehow confused. I said that Bonanza was a Knizia. It's not. It's an Uwe Rosenberg. I know that. Those are two, big people and I just confused it. So
People slip up all the time.
Thank you. That was kind of you to say. All right, let's do it. Here we go. Pretty small footprint. As you can see, you got the main board here. Everybody's little tableau area behind a screen. The screen has a player aid on it, but it's not really functional, number one. And number two, player aid also is out here, so easy enough, okay? There's also a bag of discs that is not on camera. That's it. That's pretty much everything. So there's a theme, something China, whatever, it's a Knizia. So, the game takes place over an indeterminate number of rounds. Number of rounds, we will start here. Whenever, on a player's turn, I guess I should back up, we are going to do a couple of things. You may sell any number of sets of goods that you have behind your screen to get some amount of cash. Your cash is tracked over here on your board. Easy enough. After you have sold 0 to as many sets as you choose to or can, you may purchase a single disc out here on the board, a single good. Now, with that said, it's a little bit sketchy as far as the color differences. But there are two types of goods. There are regular goods, which are kind of these, greenish.
More green than blue.
There you go. These here. Then, you know what? How about we do this? These here. Then there are luxury goods, which are the blue blues, as opposed to the green blues. Okay? Right. Easy enough. Cool. All right. So you're going to purchase maximum of one from $4 to $10, moving down on your little hoo-yah, and then draw and slide, filling this end. So easy enough. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Rinse and repeat. Now, let's go ahead and talk about how much or how sets work for selling. There are two ways to group sets. They are either by color, so notice these purple could all be considered one set, and they have the same icon at the bottom, as well as they have different shapes, but the same color. So, okay, easy enough. That is a set of 3. Or you could do a set of 3 there, which are different icons, but the same grain shape. Make sense? So you could do, again, that set of 3 or that set of 3. For the luxury goods, similarly, you have that, same color, same icon, different shape, or same shape, different color, different icon, but same shape, or same color, same icon. Okay, you get the idea. Okay? So those are the different sets that you can sell in the game at the beginning of your turn. You can only sell at the beginning of your turn. That's an important thing to point out. How much do you get for doing so? Well, as it says right there, luxury goods, a single one's 5, two's 15, so on and so forth. There are 5 different colors and 5 of each for the luxury goods. Easy enough. So up to 60, obviously. The regular goods there are 6 different colors, 6 different shapes. There you go. Sell that. You are never forced to, you follow your heart when it comes to that. Pretty simple. Rinse, repeat, and go. Now, there are some other things that can happen in this game. And I didn't save that one. Oh, boo on me. A moment. Forgot I didn't. A moment. Had it all set up until I didn't.
See the PTZ camera in action.
That's better. Hey, look, there. Those are branch tokens. When we draw from the bag here, we're going to draw either a goods token, either a regular or a luxury, or possibly a branch. A branch have to do with endgame scoring for these. This is where the set collection aspect comes in. So I'll show y'all this here zoomed in a little bit. There are two different types of branches. There are the greens and the browns, okay? A set of two different ones, different branches, so different icons here, 15, 30, and 50 respectively at the end of the game. Now it is important to point out that there are different shapes of buildings. So this would be a set of two, this would be a set of two, okay? Easy enough on that. If I ended up with another set of two of green, so sorry, you can only score one set of green and one set of brown. You might be asking yourself, Self, what are the little dits at the bottom? Well, I'm glad you asked. Those are tiebreaker. So let's say I have two at the end of the game and Martin has two at the end of the game for the different types of buildings. I guess I ought to actually show you this part. So there is a majority scoring for this, for the four different shapes of building as well. First place is 30, second place is 15. So with that said, you'll notice that I have one of that shape, two of that shape, and one of that shape, okay? So for this shape, I have a 2 dot and a 3 dot. If anybody has the 1 dot that I'm tied with for the lead, they would have the tiebreaker. So the fewest dots that is tied for the most of that shape gets the tiebreaker. That makes sense? So you get the 30, the other player would get the 15.
I think it's worth noting that in each building type, there's 2 greens and 3 browns, and the 1 or 2 dots are all on the greens, and the
there you go.
5s are all on the browns.
There you go. Okay, good. All right, so the last thing we need to talk about is the actual timer of the game. So if you take a look, one of the other things that you can draw are these leaders. These leaders all have a global positive or a global negative that when they're drawn, they come out onto the board. There are leader spots out here, and you do whatever it says. Some pay a tax, some get some good stuff, whatever, good, done, okay? But once they're drawn, they go onto a spot, and that's it. When the 12th one is drawn, guess what? That's the end of the game. Go into final scoring, okay? Last thing we need to talk about now are the cards that we have in front of us. So the cards, there are 6 of them out there, and there are 3 that are usable, if you will, for income, and then there are 3 rule breakers also, all right? So the ones for income, right there, are at any point during the game, I could discard this for 20 bucks, 10 bucks, 15 bucks, okay? Easy enough. If I have them at the end of the game, they're worth 30 in cash is the goal of the game. Those are victory points. So you spend them, turn it upside down, well, okay, you spent them. Now, these 3 over here, however, are cool little rule breakers. This one says you can buy any good on the river for 0, but it's a one-time use. All these are one-time use. Okay, easy enough. This one says you can buy 2 goods, and you could also buy one for 0 using that card, but the other one you would have to pay full price or pay regular price on the others. I did mention you can only sell goods at the beginning of your turn. This card breaks it. You can sell at any time, one time. So, like if you need to get in on an auction. Oh yeah, I guess I didn't talk about that. My bad. So the branches, whenever the branches come out, we have an auction. We stop what we're doing. We auction that off. Once you're, it's keep going around, around, around. You can only bid what you have in front of you. And if you ever pass, you're out. Boom, done. That's Yangtze. Whoever has the most money at the end of the game wins. And that's your final scoring. That's it. Okay. So now that we are getting ready to, this is a cool idea, but we're not going to use those. Because honestly, they're kind of annoying. And the guys brought up a good point. There we go. Boom, done. Okay. All right. Need a randomized turn order.
So I got a Chinese-themed pack of cards.
Yeah.
And show how really special this thing is.
little theater scene going on in there. That's the box. Look at this. That's ridiculous. This is awesome.
Pretty impressive, I'm thinking. It's one of the most impressive boxes I've come across in my grabbing of fancy cards.
$10.
Oh,
Ace of
Ace.
spades. Okay, there you go. Okay. All right. Rigged. Welcome back, Martins, because you've been gone.
Yeah.
And you just haven't been on. So, yeah, this is double your price.
I haven't been on in 2 months. I shaved my beard, and Edward said I couldn't come back on until I regrew it.
So, all right, place your bets. Over under Glory to Rome's. 1.5. I don't think there's going to be a ton tonight, okay?
we shall see.
All right.
So I have the first thing. So
You do.
we each get a couple.
Oh, we
of
all
goods.
draw two. That's right.
All
Thank
draw
you.
2 goods.
As long as they're goods, make sure they're goods when you draw them. Okay, so let me see. Nope, y'all can't see that. I moved that. Hold on. We're going to shrink the screen down. So there we go. Here we go.
Are they both goods? They are. And we
Mine
put
both
that so.
goods.
What happened
One of
there?
them is, the other one is not.
A moment.
Okay, they're both goods now.
That was weird. That was an accident. Let's not do that. That was weird. I don't know what happened there. Okay. All right. So we're all goods. Hopefully y'all can see. I'm not looking, but I'm looking. So Martin, yours need to be. Yep. There you go.
Yeah, so I can buy a good. I could sell some goods first, but that's kind of unlikely at the beginning of the game. Buy a good for 4. Well, considering
Okay.
what I have, I think I'm going to spend 4 for a teapot.
Short and stout.
Exactly. And then I draw.
Oh yeah, go for it. Yeah, all right. Yeah, we can. It's not going to work.
And what draw is building? So it's an immediate auction.
Yep. Oh, I
You
have
wanna
it
put
right
the
in front of you.
auction
No, sure. You're right. That works. Either or.
works?
There we
Okay.
go.
So it's a 2-point green. That's the kind of building. And I open the bidding, don't I?
Yep.
Yes, you do.
I do indeed. Well, I've got a fair bit of money.
got
I'm
the
going
least
to open
money.
at 10. Nice round number.
I have no frame of reference for this. I'll go 12, but not feel great about it, probably.
Yeah, I'll go 13.
14.
15?
I don't know. I think they're worth something like 20 to 25 in a 4-player game, and I have no idea for 3. What was your bid, Edward?
15?
I'll go 16.
Okay.
I go 17.
I pass. So it's just y'all two.
All right, we'll let Martin have it.
Okay. I thought he was bound to go up to 20, but oh well.
And then redraw.
Now, of course, I'm out of cash, which is, of course, the interesting thing.
Hopefully you can sell sets for yourself.
But not until the next go.
Facts.
That's where this game gets interesting. There we go.
Liquidity is an important.
Liquidity is
It
the
certainly
interesting
is.
aspect of this game.
I'll pay 7. I'll get that one. That's the only one that's out there. Oops. Get back over there. And draw. Okay, we have our first leader. This one is choose any one of the face-up rulers already on the table and execute the order. None. Done.
Easy.
Oh, wait, no, I keep
you
drawing.
go.
Yeah,
Sorry.
drawing.
Yep. That's going to be interesting, that the one that would
Yeah.
allow like a double tax of people if they're poor, whatever. But the fact that that's gone already, that should make for interesting
I'll pay 4
play.
for that. And let's see what we draw. The next one. All right, I think this is we all pay 1 for each thing we have behind our
I
screen.
think you are correct. Pay taxes. Move the coin mark right. Okay. So for everyone, so I owe $3. And this is on the honor system, by the way. You don't have to show it or whatever, but well, there you go.
They can see what we all got.
Yep.
Drawing, youngster.
Keep
Oh,
going.
that's true. I am not the youngest person at this table.
You're the youngest Martin.
Facts. There. Okay.
Okay, so this is where the interesting decision comes in this game, because I could sell, which would be handy because I would get a bit of money for that. I don't have very much money, so but on the other hand, if I hold out, maybe I'll get a lot more money if I get than what I need to hold out. And that's the trade-off of where this game goes, is when do you keep, when do you sell? I'm actually going to sell 2 teapots for 15. I'm not going to wait for a third teapot to appear.
And those are out of the game. So technically they go into the box. So
I don't know that we should be able to see. We should probably have to remember what's been gone from the game.
fair enough. Here, we'll do this. Oh, by the way, I got a kick out of this. So it's the Piatnik rule book. It's in most languages, but English. I just got a kick out of that. That's all.
Good.
Obviously,
Well,
it's not most languages.
I'm going to spend 4 and pick this little doozy up for kind of obvious reasons, and then draw from the bag. And it's a good again.
I'll go ahead and buy that one for 4.
I will buy that one for 4.
Everybody's buying the cheap goods.
They cost less than the less cheap goods.
It does. That demand
Fact.
speaks the truth.
There's an auction.
All right, that's a 5-dot building.
Yep.
Okay.
It is the least valuable of that type. I will start the bidding off at $2, like I'm a paper boy or something.
3.
I want my $2. I'll go and jump up to 7.
8.
9.
10.
Pass.
Pass.
Okay, pay my 10.
I think that's a pretty good price.
I'm not upset. I mean, I'm not going to win any tiebreakers with it, obviously, but it is, in fact, one of that and one of that.
Yep.
So there's that.
Oh, all right.
Well, so money is open, right? So if we're on our boards as well as, poker chips, so like I have $6. And I cannot do these. I could use that if I wish. Thank you.
You can do these. Right?
Yeah.
You can do any of the 4 at any
First
time, the
4,
cash
right?
and the
Yeah.
liquidity or the sell at any time. Okay, let's start the bidding for that one
You're right.
at 6.
7.
1 or more bundles. Now, I cannot bid more. I can't bid unless I do one of that. And I want that, but I elect to pass.
8,
9.
10,
11.
12,
13.
14,
15.
Nice.
17.
Yes, of course. 17.
Yes.
Oh, that's how much you have. Okay, got it.
I can have it for that.
Okay. Let's place that here.
Yeah,
Let's
draw another
spend
green one.
17
Green one. Green one.
and it was a green one.
Well, technically,
Technically, that
Yes,
was green. I'll
yes.
give you
Double
that.
green.
right? Yeah.
Technically, that was a green
Right.
one.
By multiple measures, it's green.
Yes, yes. Well, what to do? Well, I guess spend 4. You have a traditional spend 4 and grab what's there. And see if I can pull out a green one. No, it's a brown one.
So it's the same shape as what you just won, but brown, and it's 4 dots. All right,
Yes.
start the auction.
6.
Pass.
I've only got $2 in front of me, and I think I'm going to have to cash one of these eventually anyway. So let's go ahead and do that. 10,
Do you now, Dimitri?
20, 7,
8.
9,
10.
Oh, it's yours for 13. Probably.
yeah, I don't know, 11,
13.
Pass.
I'll take it.
That's all of it, right? Okay.
Yep.
Thinking of a tile.
Now draw another one.
Yeah, now drawing another one would be more interesting, but I didn't. What a shame.
Ah, man, this didn't work out how I wanted it. I will go ahead and get that bad boy for a nickel. Let me debate whether or not... No, I'm not going to do anything. Okay. Let go.
Okay. I am going to be... I'm going to not... Oh, that's a possibility too I didn't even think of. All right. I'm going to spend... That's so expensive. I'm going to spend 7 and buy this. There we go.
So that is the level 5 of that.
I will bid...
So you have 15,
8.
Martin has none, I have 1. Okay.
8. No, that's swapping over. And I will bid 9.
10.
Pass.
I only want high value buildings, clearly. Like, I don't want to win any ties. Okay. Hey, Alyssa.
One way to not have to win
Work.
ties is to have 3 of the buildings.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Because the downside, of course, is I've already got one of those.
Yeah,
It's
see,
much
and you
less
can't
valuable
double.
to me.
It is.
But there's also the majority, right?
There's also the majority, yeah.
But it
So-
doesn't help you both ways, and that's where it's all about efficiency, right?
Exactly, yes. Do we want to let Edward have that for 10? Well, you know, if it allows me to win one of these, it might be worth spending more than 10. So I'll go 11.
12.
13.
Really?
Yep.
Because he knows you'll pay more.
I don't know that I will. That's the thing.
You will. I have faith in you, sir.
And this is your turn, right, Mark?
Yes, it is.
Yours.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Not saying it's the right decision, just
I don't know.
It's a decision.
it's yours, Martin.
Okay. What will I do now? Not a huge amount of money in my pocket.
Liquidity is definitely something to manage.
Yes. I just realized that the sets of cards have different color backs on them. Because there's no player colors really in this game. So I just realized that. Oh.
It makes it easier to sort, I guess.
I
but other than
guess,
that, they don't
but
need
I
a
mean, I
color.
just made sure everybody had a set.
4. And I'll grab the cheapest of it.
Okay.
What we're all doing here.
What you draw here has a huge impact on my decision.
Well, I bet it does. Oh, it's one of those.
Oh, well, as I said, 10.
15.
Okay.
Burning my bridges early here, but I'm going to do that.
So you have 15, you have 18, I have 21. Okay. Well, like in front of us, possibly more, but yeah.
And I'm going to go 16.
18.
Martin did it, and then I'm going to do it. Because Martin does as Martin does.
18.
So let's go with 20.
I'm out.
21. I mean, it gives me a second one of these buildings and
22.
one of each color, right? And a tiebreaker for it. So
22.
yours.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Take it away. Another brown.
Okay. And
The one you've got, in fact.
yes.
So in a similar situation that I was in, does he want to have the one he's got and push towards the majority, or how hard is he going to push on it?
Not terribly. I'll go ahead and throw that out.
Okay.
But your honor.
My start. I'll start on a, how cheap will he let me have it? 2?
Not that cheap. I'll go 5.
8.
9.
Pass.
Pass.
Apparently, there's your answer.
Yeah.
I only had 8 in
feels like
front
a
of
good
me,
price.
right? So
Oh, right.
you
Oh, I
might have been
should've-
able to make
yeah, I
me pay
should.
more.
Yeah, mistake was made. Oh well.
Oh, another one.
Okay. Oh, and nobody has this one.
Nobody has this one.
Okay. Martin, how much do you have in front of you? 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do indeed. Yep. Well, where to begin?
At 9.
I could begin at 9. That would be a tempting thing to do, certainly. Yeah, I'll begin at 9.
10.
Pass.
Yeah, could see that coming. Do I decide to pull more money out? Liquidity is getting a bit worrying.
Yeah, the liquidity in this game, I think, is the real tension point in this. And
Yeah, I think I'm going to let you have it.
I mean, I earned it, I feel like, at 10. Like, it wasn't a gimme. Like, it didn't feel like I got a huge discount at 10, at least. Oh, finally, okay,
Finally,
my
you
turn.
did.
Oh, boy. So I have 2 options here. So 8, 9, and 11 is our cash on hand right now. And if I could do that, that seems dumb. I'm gonna use my buy for 0. I'm gonna go ahead and pick that one up right there. Oh, we got another leader. This one is for each one of those buildings that you own, get $2.
Oh, don't mind if I do.
Okay, I know they're not bucks before anybody says it. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Whatever.
All right, so we are at least a quarter of the way through the game. Well, I guess depending on number of time. Right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
For every one of those buildings, get $2. I need to stop doing this.
I approve.
This is terrible for
It's
me.
an excellent drawing.
Mm.
I'm very happy. I need the liquidity.
Okay, so that's me. Started at 11. Hey, Franny, sorry to hear. Well, hopefully this is relaxing and enjoyable.
This is silly. Nonetheless, let's go to 12.
13.
Fine, I will use this to sell. Yeah, I will use that to sell at any time because, you know, it's not worth anything at the end of the game. And I will stop that. Those four.
Nice.
So that'll be $40. So
That is nice.
I wasn't going to wait around for the fifth. So
No, don't blame you.
okay, what's current bid? Sorry.
13.
14. Yeah, 14 feels good.
15.
Pass.
16.
17.
18.
20.
1.
Pass.
So 4 back. That was expensive, but at least that one hasn't come out yet, that leader tile. So, all right. All right, Martin the Younger.
Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is sell those 3 oranges for $20.
No one saw that. Don't look. There you go. Okay.
Not looking, not looking.
Okay, so now I've got a little bit of liquidity.
So how much do you all have? I have 20. I have 30.
10, 20, 30, 40.
15.
Okay.
Okay. Now, as far as buying goes,
You were not required.
I am going to buy anyway.
Hey, Mr.
And-
Paulet.
I'm going to buy that for, I'm going to use my buy 2.
Okay.
I'm going to buy those 2.
Okay, for 10 total. Okay. Draw.
To the draw. Two goods. Oof.
Or 2 bads, depending on your thought of the draw.
Interesting. Well, I think I'm going to spend 5 and buy this.
Oh,
And
sorry.
then use my
Apologies.
buy any one.
Yep.
There's nothing.
You have to use the other one.
To buy
That-
2.
To buy 2, you have to use that one.
I thought you could buy with
You could use
can.
both of those
Oh, okay.
cards to buy
Yeah.
one
Oh, I
for
see what you
0,
mean. Yes,
and
I
then
had,
there you go.
sorry, God,
Yep.
missed that. Yeah, what the hell.
Okay.
I was
So
planning on that, so
you
I'll
could
do
pay
that.
9 or 5.
Okay. So yeah, I just
already
did
paid
that
5,
for
right?
5.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry to hear that, Matt, but also glad to hear you feeling better.
It's teapot,
Short and stout. Every time. It's in my head. I'm sorry.
and it's whatever one of those is.
A blanket, maybe? Or
Blanket
a mat?
Tatami mat, perhaps.
Yeah. I'm going to be boring and just pay 5 and take that. Seeing as none of us can buy a second one now. Martin is not really super excited about that. Oh, maybe he is, because if this Martin wins this, he wins the tie, so it's worth 15 to that Martin.
There's still a 5th one out there.
There is, if it gets drawn,
Yeah,
right?
which would be much better for Martin because it would help with the blue set. And
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
That said, I'll go ahead and start the auction at 7 for that. I like that one,
8.
even though it already has that building out there, or that leader.
Pass.
You say 8?
Yep.
10.
11.
12.
Pass.
So at least now, that's worth 30.
Okay, I will. Be unhappy. I'm gonna buy this for 5.
There we go. Yeah, I'm like, wait, no, something's wrong. There we go.
I'm gonna spend 4. The usual buy the lowest thing around for 4. Oh, some big high value goods coming out now.
I'll spend 6. I'll get that one.
I will take this one for free.
Okay. Draw. Hey, Matt.
That's one you're after.
Is it?
You've bought 2 of those pink
Have I?
standard goods. I think so.
Okay.
I'm not confident, but that's what you bought last
I'm
time.
going to sell
I
this
did.
to
And I thought you did it
whites
because
for
you
10. Get some liquidity.
Yep. Always important. Yep. Always important.
And then immediately use a whole bunch of that liquidity to buy that for 7. Is that a right move?
If you're thinking.
Yeah. There you go.
A quick faff.
Agree, Franny, wholeheartedly.
Quick moment of faff.
That has helped me.
If you're wrong, you'll never forgive yourself.
I'm going to buy that for 4 instead.
Well, I mean, you just saved money. Look at that.
Yep. Decisions.
I agree. So I am really curious what you draw here.
I am as well. Well, I'll start bidding on 5.
So that's 4 dots. I have a 3 dot and a 2 dot of that.
Yep.
I pass. I'm going to let you two go at it.
Are you interested in browns at all?
Yeah.
Well, he was.
2. 2. I
No,
bid
he
2.
bid.
Oh, what
I bid
did you-
5.
Oh, 6.
7.
8.
9.
10.
11.
Pass.
5. 1. That's 11. That
Does
would
it
be nice.
matter?
And a good.
I'll sell those 3 for
wow.
20. And pay 4 of it to get that. One of those. Oh, okay, we got a leader.
You can sell, I think.
I think so. Sell a bundle of goods if you wish to. Probably starting with me. I elect not to. Martin the Younger.
I'm going to get to sell anyway on my turn if I so desire. So I'm not going to.
Remember, I
Yeah.
might draw something else, but yeah. Yeah, here, let me make that a little cleaner. Sorry.
Yeah, so you've
23.
got I haven't got much liquidity. I do have a potential sale option. I'm wondering, do I hold out for another one of those? Which I've been kind of doing since I've not been desperate to sell, but this sell opportunity is fairly good. No, I'm going to hold out still, not sell.
Okay.
I regret that.
You can swap anyone from behind your screen with one in the river.
Ooh. That's happening.
Which you had just sold.
Yep, we will. So I will, hold on. Yeah, I think I will take that one. That works.
I will.
Yeah, so we've drawn half the leaders now.
I will.
He will. He will. He,
He
really
will. He will.
He absolutely will.
He will.
I can tell. He's still going to will.
Not playing.
Okay. He won't. And I will swap one of these for one of these. What I call a good deal.
I agree.
Okay. I am going to
Rochambeau.
buy this teapot for $4.
Yeah. I didn't think there was a snowball's chance it was getting back to me, so.
And draw.
And draw.
Yep. Well, I'm going to sell this pair of barrels for 15.
Okay, I
Not
got you.
much, but gives me
Better than a
useful
sharp
burst.
stick in the eye.
A good burst of liquidity. And do I want to use some of it on something? He said as if he might not even buy something at this point. I don't know.
Buying is not required.
Buying is not required, but on the other hand, I might as well get that 4 since it's only 4 and there are a couple more in line, so I might be able to do something with them later, maybe, maybe not, we'll see. It's a pillowcase. I assume it's not a pillowcase, but it kind of looks like it.
It does look like a pillowcase, right?
I mean, do they actually give you names of these things, or do we continue to come up with strange names?
I like pillowcase.
Probably like a sack of flour or something.
Doesn't say. So it allows it up to artistic interpretation. It's a damn pillowcase. Yeah. Well, I genuinely don't know what direction to go with this. So when in doubt, buy cheap.
A luxury good in the 4 spot is always at least $1 profit.
Right, so.
All right, I'm gonna buy that for 5.
Bundle of asparagus.
A luxury good.
Well, I'm going to spend 4 on one of these. Oh, it's one of those.
So it is that one, and it is the 5. You got the 4, correct?
I don't have any.
Huh?
He doesn't have any.
You don't. Who won that? You. I did, didn't I? Or no? Where did it?
Martin has the 4.
I have the 4.
Gotcha. Okay, I see it now. It's right there.
And you've
okay.
got the 3.
Right.
And
But
the 2.
that would be. Okay, so what are you starting in cash? How much do you have there? 12, Martin? 16, and I have 19. Okay.
I'll bid 2 on it.
I think it's worth at least 5.
Yeah, I'll bid 6.
Seven.
Yeah. Pass.
8.
You can have it.
Welcome to.
Welcome to the Club of the Browns.
Yep.
Yeah, for me in particular, it wasn't terribly worth it because even with 2 of them, I'd still come second to Edwards' pair.
I see you, Alyssa. You're going to lose to a backup quarterback. I'm just saying.
And there's now a pair of those on the board.
You know what? For $6,
$6 for teapot.
All right, I don't want to do this, but I will nonetheless. I'm going to sell these 4 yellows, $35.
yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Not looking. Okay.
And I am going to buy this for 7.
I'm sorry, which one was it, if you don't mind? I wasn't paying attention.
It was the pillow.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, got it. Draw.
Okay, I will do the traditional spend 4 for the cheapest thing on the block.
I mean, you got all 3 of them, so it worked out for you.
I think so.
Yep.
Ah, it's another of these Emperor guys.
That has the slash, right? Purchase back any one of your own liquidity cards. The price is equal to the value you received when it was sold. So this would be $20, for instance. Martin, are you doing that?
No.
I think I am. So
I am
here's 10, and I'm going to flip that back over.
That makes sense.
The 10 of it, I think.
Yeah, that I would have if I had it
More
still.
appreciable.
I guess technically it would be like that.
Ah, it's another Emperor.
Uh-oh.
Pay -1 for each building you have in front of you.
I think so. Pay taxes for every branch.
I owe 3.
I have 5.
I owe 4. Ain't nobody like taxes.
Nope.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's one.
All right.
I mean, theoretically, like the next 4 could be emperors, and the game could end abruptly, or they could do
It
the
could
last
end
4
very
games.
abruptly, yes. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
I don't think I'm well positioned for an abrupt end.
Me neither.
Neither is Edward. I think none of us are positioned well for an abrupt end.
Yeah. Although Edward still has 2 liquidity cards instead of 1. So.
Right. And I'd really, really like to be able to hold on to it because it's $30, right? Debating whether or not to sell. I feel like it's going to be a mistake to do it, but I'll make the mistake. So it's going to be 15 for 2 pinks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I will spend a nickel of it, so I'm only getting 10 back. Grab that. Here we go. Ooh. That is a double, doorway. Martin has the 2. That's the 1. I don't have that. And do you?
I do not have it either.
Okay. Wow. Okay. How much you have? 18 to 4 to 19.
No, I'm 23.
Oh, are you? Thank you. Okay. Wow. I'll start at 4.
5.
Pass. You two can sort it
10.
out.
11.
14.
15.
Because it's worth 15 to me, and it's worth 15 to you right now, plus, well, there's tiebreaker implications, I guess. I'll go 16.
I'll go 19.
It's yours. Now the leader, it is this building, get $2.
Oh,
Everybody have one of those?
everybody
Okay.
gets prizes.
All right, well, 3, 4, 5, and 10. Okay, good. Just making it easier. 3 more leaders drawn, game ends.
It's my turn.
It is.
It seems crazy.
Have any of y'all
Do it
played
anyway.
this?
I am going to do it anyway.
He will. He
So
will.
I'm gonna.
Get the $10 back.
He will. He will. Really?
2, 3, 4, 5. No, let's sell this for 5, and then spend 10 to get that.
What one was it? It was the little blanket one, right? The rolled up blanket?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
So
Okay,
that was sold for 5. and
Okay.
That was the other 5.
draw.
Cool. Bunch of asparagus.
I think it's bamboo,
I'm
but
going
I
to
like
sell my
asparagus.
3 blankets. So 3
For-
blankets is 20, yeah?
Yep, it is.
For anyone watching, there was one rule you didn't explain, and that's at the end. Whatever you have behind.
Oh
you,
yeah,
put it on
everything
that.
sells. Right, yeah. So, my bad. Thanks, Christopher.
And what to buy? What's worth? Those blankets did well for me. What else can I pick up that I think might turn into something? Maybe I'll spend... Oh no, I knew what I was going to buy. I was going to buy the ice cream sandwich for 7, wasn't I?
Looks more like sherbet.
What was I thinking? I wasn't thinking anything. I knew I was going to get the ice cream sandwich. My whole plan was to get the ice cream sandwich for obvious reasons.
I mean, obviously, I have no idea.
Well, the audience can tell.
I
Oh, it's
know.
another bunch of asparagus. That's exciting.
That's one of those regional words that's pronounced differently depending on where you are in the country. Sherbet.
Sherbet.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I'll take your word for it.
I will as well. Yeah. Pay 7. For that. Now, before I draw, I'm going to kind of work backwards. I have 14. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with 14. Plus, I have that in my back pocket. So
Okay. I'm not gonna wait. I'm just gonna sell these 5 greens for 50.
okay.
Who was I thinking he was going to be poor?
Let's just 1, 2, 3,
Tragic,
4,
I know.
50. Okay, so what do I want to buy? I want to buy.
It's not complicated at all, Clement. It's really not. It's
this for 4.
the mechanisms are quite simple. It's just the valuations that, I mean, just like anything in an auction game, like
Yeah.
gauging what that is.
It's the valuations and it's the trade-off between working capital and building up a decent set
Right.
over time. That's the tricky thing.
There's something also about noticing what other people are going for and not competing for them. Like you get 3 and he gets 3.
Right.
And meanwhile, I'm
Right.
collecting 6 of.
Yeah.
But I haven't been paying close enough
5
attention to
of
that.
those. 'Cause I think that will be the whole thing.
And there's even an element of hate drafting. Like if Edward gets that, it's worth 20 points. For me, it's only worth 3. But
Yep.
And it's a teapot.
All right, I'm going to go and buy 2 for 11, which is going to be that and that. Thank you.
Just trying to see what card just.
I have a 10 and a 15 left. Okay. So that is the 1 on the tower, and you each have, no, Martin has 2. Martin the Elder has 2. Martin the Younger has 1. I have none.
All right, so let's start off at 3.
4.
Really want me to use that, don't you? Golly. That would be my second of that type and the tiebreaker of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I have to. How much do y'all have? Oh, you have 45 in
47.
front of you? Okay.
That's an argument for not flipping it over if you're still not going to win it. Why cost yourself the 30 points?
18.
And let's 19.
I'm surprised. I would have thought you would have dropped out at that point. Well, I will use my sell what's it card. Sell 5 ice cream sandwiches for 50.
Let me help you out, sir. Here's 40.
Oh yeah, 40.
I really thought 18 might get it done.
19.
I elect to not take part in this auction anymore.
See, that's the thing about turning over the card. Like you cost.
I understand. I am aware. It was,
So-
but I gauged that I thought I would win it.
And you bid
Clearly I was wrong.
19.
19.
No, I bid 18. 19 had to be 20.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
had to
yeah,
have
that's
gone
correct.
that.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20. Then. Yeah.
Fair enough, Clement. Fair enough. Who pulled that? You pulled that, didn't you, Martin?
Somebody tell us who. You've got the bags.
No, I bought the 2 and then drew that as the second one.
You've got
That's
the
it.
bags.
Yeah.
So it should have been
Yep,
you.
yep, yep.
Yes.
Should. I just wasn't sure if I grabbed it from you, so never mind. Oh, that may end up costing me the game.
21.
22.
Well, at least y'all are paying for it for this one.
23.
You can have it.
It guarantees
23.
me first, I think. Because I'll have 2, you'll have 2, and I'll have 1. Yeah.
Does guarantee
So
first.
23.
Yeah. 25.
That one is pay taxes for every 10 you have.
Lose $1.
Pay,
I lose 2.
so
You lose 10. It's round down, so you lose 1.
yeah,
2,
I think
3,
so.
4, 5, 6.
1. How much
That's
did you
bad.
lose,
6
Martin?
if it's round down. 6.
6, and the younger lost how many?
2.
Oh, because you just paid an arm and a leg
Yeah.
for that. So, all right.
like a discount.
Well,
It's okay for you.
okay.
I will buy this for 5. That
Bring
is
it
an auction.
towards me a little bit. There you go. That's a number 3 of the double doorways.
Mm-hmm.
How many do y'all have of those?
I've got 1.
I've got 1 of the double doorways.
I have none. And what numbers? Number 2,
Number 1.
number 1. Okay.
So this is also important because it's for my brown set as well.
Hey,
And also
G.
important for my brown set.
And for mine.
So I will bid on this 17.
I'll go 18.
Pass.
Can you make your sale?
Yeah, I'm gonna sell those two for 10. Is that what it's worth? Yeah, it's worth 10. So I bid 17 and you bid 18, and Edward passed. So let's go 19,
20.
21.
22.
Pass.
Okay.
And Martin, draw.
I will spend 7. Pick up that. Oh, there was another ice cream sandwich out there. Oh well. I wasn't going to wait for it anyway.
I'm pretty sure that's it for those. So I'm gonna sell these for a quarter. Just debating if I want to do any more sales here. No, but I will buy that for 6.
All right, I'm gonna buy that for 4.
So has the 4 of that. I have the 5. Martin has the 3. Martin the Elder has the 3. And you don't have any of that, right?
I've got the.
We'll bring it over onto the screen.
I've got the 1.
Okay, there you go. Okay, cool, good. Okay.
So I will bid 2.
I'll pass.
Oh, that's gross. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's funny because it's not very valuable too.
Well, it's the
Super
majority
valuable.
of it.
A bit more to Edward. I think.
3.
It almost doesn't matter which of us two gets the next one. If it comes out, we'll beat you in a tiebreaker. But let's go 5.
6.
7.
8.
10.
So that's worth 15 to you. Plus.
We'll put you in second place if you've got.
Yeah, for now, if the last one gets drawn.
Well, even if it doesn't. Well, actually, it puts you in first place.
Yeah.
The last one doesn't get drawn. And even if it does, it'll put you in second place.
11.
12.
15.
16.
Pass.
For me, it was worth 30 points, so I had to, because it gets me the second in my brown
Yep,
set and
yep.
guarantees me first. So
Just, and I thought I could count on Edward to push
Well-
a reasonable amount.
I went to 16.
Yeah.
Draw.
all right, now I'd like to draw an emperor followed by another emperor. Oh, here's an emperor. For
The
each-
single ones for $2
of which
bucks.
I've got 1.
I have 2.
Okay, so
Close
let's
to the finish.
draw another
How
emperor.
many? There's like 5 or 6 left.
No, I feel like there's about 10.
10. Okay.
It's asparagus time. I'll spend.
And remember, we do auto
6.
sell of everything.
It's at the point now when you take a turn, you don't know if it's going to come back around.
Oh, I'm hoping I get a turn.
There you are. Pull a case.
All right. Well, I think it's got. Do I sell? Do I sell? Do I sell? Do I sell? Because
Because
think
you need
I do.
liquidity for auctions.
yeah, I think I do. So that'll be for 20. But I'm only going to take 14. Buy that for 6. And the end of the game. I feel confident. Come on, there it is.
It is.
It is.
Everyone get rid of one thing behind your screen.
That sucks. That cost me $10.
Oh,
It
we'll,
cost me 5.
oh, we'll have to get rid of one thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's
That's
Oh, of course, that's what that thing is. Yes, that's a shame.
it is, because that just gave me a pair.
Cost me $10.
All right, so scoring.
I'll
Get,
get 15.
sell everything in front of you.
Yep.
I got nothing in front of me. I ended up with 0.
Okay. And then you get any of these, so 30 bucks. And then, oh, that sucks. So that's useless.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
sets of 2. Here, I'll show.
It's not
everybody.
useless because it might get you second place
Yeah,
in those buildings.
there we go.
It might get you first place in those buildings.
We'll see. But here we go. So, there we go.
All right, so
So greens, first off. A set of green.
30.
So, got
3 of a kind.
3 of a kind.
This one doesn't count, so. Yeah.
1. Nothing
And
useless.
1, nothing. Okay, then for browns, I have 3 different, and 3 is going to be 30.
15.
And I get 50.
Okay.
Good, hand me a couple of 25s, please. Thank you, sir.
There you go, sir.
Okay, now majorities for each building. There are 4 different buildings. Let's go with the spires.
I have 2.
2, but
2.
tiebreaker.
So
Yep.
30, 15. Then we'll do the single. The single is, I have 2.
I have 1.
I have 1, so you get second, though. You get 4.
Okay, so 30.
So I get 15 again. Cool.
And let's see, we did this guy. The
1.
I have I'm last, so
Oh, first place with just
wow.
1.
No, you have 2 of them.
Oh, that's 2. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's
That the auction we just
30.
had got it
But I
for
got
you.
a,
Yeah,
I got a second place
you get
again.
15. Wow. And what is the one that I did not? The double door one.
It's double door one. I've got 2 of them,
First, second.
so I get 30 for that.
Yep.
Which would be,
100, 30,
30.
45,
Would I give you how much?
30.
30.
Here's 25, 30.
Thank you.
149. Not gonna get it done.
50. It might. Okay, it officially won't. There's 159, only by 10.
150, 60, 70, 80, 95. 195. Okay.
195 for Martin the Elder. You said how much?
159.
And 149 for the teacher. So, well done. Welcome back. And
Yep.
you got that right.
I got that.
Okay. All right. All right. So thoughts on Yangtze?
So I like Knizias.
Yeah.
They're all easy to teach. They're all perfect library games.
Meaning you could teach it at a library game day, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
at a library game day. And I enjoy this one. I haven't played one that I didn't enjoy. Well, maybe something like Llama. I don't know. But for Knizias, you compare them to other Knizias is what you do.
Yeah. Right. Sure.
And that's where this one has maybe a little bit of a problem. I think I'd rather play Ra for complexity or High Society for simplicity. I don't know that I'm aching to add this to my collection. But I had fun. If someone busted it out, I'd absolutely play it. And if I found it on a shelf somewhere cheap, I'd buy it.
Because you are also a collector.
Because I'm also
So
a
there's
collector.
that.
I've got
Right.
board game acquisition disorder.
Right.
Yeah. A classic Knizia could have been right out of his golden period in the 90s, because he seems to be in another golden period now, thank goodness. I like it a lot, actually. There's a lot of tension in the game because of the bag draw thing. There's a tension between the players because of the auctions. There's a tension of, do I build up my sets more, or do I... So you've got this great trade-off between liquidity and...
Try
to
and
build
push
up
your luck.
sets.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
nice combination
Yep.
of different things. It's hard to compare this to Aurora Medici because they're so ingrained in my psyche as sort of the great sort of auction financial-ish games. But it's really close. And perhaps with a bit more familiarity, it could be in there. I mean, and again, it's a great game to pull out when you've got the right amount of time and
Yeah, I mean,
simple to teach, but it's really interesting to play. And yeah, I mean, I've got quite a bunch of Knizias. I probably don't really need any more, but I could get this. Not these. I mean, it's much nice. Not just is the poker chips more efficient in the sense of being able to see everybody's score and the other. It's also just more fun.
And you don't have to worry about bumping the track.
And you got no bump problem. So definitely this is one to play with poker chips.
Yeah, the funny thing is, never occurred to me until right before the stream, y'all mentioned it, and I was like, oh yeah, I guess, yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I like the random nature of the game. It doesn't feel out of place. It doesn't feel punitive. It doesn't feel like somebody won the game because they got a better draw because of randomness in that regard. You're pushing, it has a push your luck element both for the set collection as well as the timer, as well as how far can I push my liquidity, right? And there's enough kind of, oh no, I'm desperate. If I'm really desperate, I can flip that card over. It costs me long term, but in a short time, at least, if that's important enough for me, I can do that. And yeah, it hits a really good sweet spot for me. The production quality is fine, like these kind of warp. The tiles are fine. I do wish the green and blue were a little bit more differentiated.
They could have been even clay chips like this.
If you want to go super fancy, right? When this gets reprinted with a deluxe version, I'm sure that's how it'll be. But otherwise, I think this is really good. I hesitate to say it's great. Like, would I rather play this over a raw or probably not?
But that's the thing. I'm the same. Probably not. But on the other hand, it's close enough that you kind of go.
I really enjoyed this. I was really smitten with it when I first played it, and I was like, Dan was like, no, it's decent. It's not, raw level Medici or whatever. I guess not, right? But I put it, if it's below, which I do think it is. It's probably one step below. It's definitely it's a good game.
For an hour too, right?
Yeah.
It's like 8:15 we finished after the teach. It was 7:15 maybe we started. So
which is what it should play in.
And I don't know that 4 players slows it down any because there's the same amount of tiles in the bag, and each turn takes the same.
Yeah, nothing scales in this game, right? And I don't think it should. It doesn't need to.
As a matter of fact, it's only up to 4 players, but I don't know why it couldn't have been 5.
I don't know.
But yeah, it has a 4 set. Basically, all it is a 4 set of cards, right? And then rock and roll. I don't know if how it does less than 3, but with auctions, again, once you drop below 3, usually
that's not
probably not what I'm looking to play if you're at solo or 2 anyway. So moot, I think.
I like what you said about the randomness. I'm glad you brought it up. It's not only about like there's several random pieces. Like when do the emperors come out? Does this one come out early? If it doesn't, right? Like if it comes out later, then there's some strategy of do I make everyone pay for buildings or do I get the income again? It was a little disappointing that it came out
Yeah,
first.
it was. But I mean that. Yeah, I mean, but it hits everybody equally.
Yeah.
Now, granted, we're not experts at in the game. Like we've only played it twice, so the tax. Like if you forget one of them, and like you, but again, you're rolling the dice on this, and you know that exists. But it's the right amount of randomness, I feel, for this game.
Yeah, it's basically the same amount of randomness as Rara Medici, right? You're pulling out from a bag and decide, and you've got to make your own guesses based on what you know is left in the bag and what other people have got. And it's it's a beautifully interactive game. You've got to watch what everyone else is doing. Think about how much money they've got. Are they in a position to flip their cards?
Yeah.
What cards have they got left to flip in the bidding? What are they likely to buy? I mean, I dropped out that last to one auction because I saw, well, it was no great deal to me. You weren't super excited by it, but you were probably being it enough to make sure he didn't get it for a steal, because you don't let people get away with a steal.
Well, you shouldn't, right?
Exactly. I mean, I delegate that to you.
Well, right, and I would have returned the favor,
Yes, I'm
right?
sure you would.
So,
And there's definitely strategy mistakes you can make. Like, you and I were bidding in an auction. I needed money. I flipped this over to get liquidity, and then you flipped this one over, and I'm like, oh, I'm an idiot. I should have flipped this one over.
Sure.
And then I realized, oh, it's not that bad of a mistake, because the money I got for this, I can absolutely use to buy it back when that came out, and it hadn't. But had this already come, it would have been a really bad mistake.
Yeah, so, I mean,
thinking about when to use the cards is interesting. So I held off on my sale thinking I'll see if I can get a big set, and in the end I got a 5 set of the ice cream sandwiches, which was a very nice way to make use of that. So it's an interesting, that's another part of the puzzle of the game, is how to use these cards and when to use them.
You bring up another nice aspect, right? When I was looking at it, I was thinking only in terms of these symbols. I realize you can do it in terms of the pictures too, like the ice cream sandwiches versus the barrels versus the vases, but I chose to ignore it this game, and I think I suffered a little bit from it, right? There's some strategy of, do I go for the bowls, and maybe it's not as obvious what I'm going for.
Right, and I kind of played with that a little bit as well, kind of. It's one of those, what are my options at the time? Oh, I could do that. It's a risk, but yeah, maybe I can try that, right? And then we had talked about differences between 3 and 4 players. Now valuations change because the same number of tiles are in the game regardless of player count. Trying to get these higher the 5s and 6s really hard to do as you add players, right? And then it becomes a game of, oh, I saw him go for that. Is he going for the color, or is he going for the shape? Like, how do I?
And that's why it's really important that it's both shapes and colors.
Yeah, it has
because
to. Or else you're completely
this is valuable in
disincentivizing.
2 different directions. So I may be confident that nobody else is going for these bowls, but I can't be confident that nobody else is going for yellow.
Right. So
I still have to buy when it's expensive if I want to be sure of that last bowl.
Mm-hmm. The rating on BGG, I think, is like 6.5.
Oh, that's
on this, and
not fair.
that felt low.
Yeah, that's
like low. I know there's, like I said, like we've discussed, a fair bit of randomness, but like everything just fits right. In this package, it feels really good. So I don't know. Maybe not everybody will be as keen on it, and like the depth is there, I think. And the replayability aspect of when things come out, I mean, and to be clear, again, it's random. Theoretically, it could be the first 12 draws, obviously, right? But unlikely. This is what didn't come out. So you can't guarantee that everything's going to come out, obviously, and there's 8 left. There are
2 of those light green tiles,
which you and I desperately
needed. That would have been quite
needed.
the auction if once that first light green tile came out, because we both really wanted it to get that.
Yep.
There's also a major memory aspect to the, well, not major, there's a minor memory aspect to the game. Like, I've got 5 of something in front of me, I'm going for the 6th one, 5 greens. I'm confident no one's turned greens in before because I got 5 of them in front of me, but I don't remember you turned it in when you turned in pillows or ice cream sandwiches or something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd say overall, really, really well done. I think it's really good. Like, I'm a fan.
Yeah, if I was looking for another game of this kind of length and style, I would happily get it. And I've got, Ra and Medici and Modern Art, and I think this would stand quite happily on the shelf next to them. Because, I mean, most of those games are games that you like to vary a little bit. I don't want to play Ra, 3 nights in a row kind of thing.
Sure.
And it's nice then to be able to vary the diet up, and then having this as one of the packages, which is similar,
or like, hey, do a handful of Knizia games. I would happily break that. Like, I again, this isn't to bag on the soup du jour for me. The one that I wasn't super keen on, Blue Moon City. It was fine. There was nothing wrong with it, but I enjoyed this far more than I did a Blue Moon City, just to as an example. So like, if we were to bust out like a Ra, Medici, and this on a night, I'm in. Yeah. That's great, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris says you guys are talking me into buying a copy.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, for your library audience, I think this is the kind of game that is perfect. Because it is easy to teach, really interesting to play. it does fit in very well. When in the days when I'd go up to the group in Beverly, this is the kind of game I'd stick in the bag for when we played our main game, and we've got an hour left.
Right.
And this is the perfect, that kind of length game.
Yep.
And, they get a bit sick of me bringing out Ra. Oh, you brought Ra again, Martin. Oh, what a surprise. No, I've got something different this time. And it's different but similar, and it scratches very similar itches, but in a different enough way that it's varied.
Yeah.
At the last library game night, we did play Ross. Scott brought it in time.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it. Hey, if you all enjoyed it, wait, I'm out of practice. Go ahead. You wanna?
Oh, right, yes. So, I don't actually see any of those goods really look very, very thumb-shaped, do they? I don't know. I mean, these would be very elongated thumbs. I suppose it could be thumbs inside the ice cream sandwich as a kind of... maybe I shouldn't go there. But in any case, there's been no appeals for thumbs for 6 weeks now. I mean, I haven't looked in the fridge, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty bare. So, send us your thumbs! Which basically is code for click thumb, like, subscribe, that kind of thing.
Yep.
Make it, because, we need it. We need the encouragement.
What he said, and if you want to go a step further, you can go to patreon.com/HTHQ. That's it. Check the schedule, the weekly look ahead for more content coming up, and that's a wrap. I'm Edward.
Martin.
Also, Martin.
All right. Big thanks to Dan for loaning us his copy of this and turning us on to the game. So thanks everybody to the mods. Thanks to the mods. Thanks everybody at watch. Y'all have a good night. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. It's funny. Like I was pretty, taken with the game the first time, but I actually enjoyed it more.
Yeah,
Having played it again now.
Reinforced my feelings from the first play. It's just a really nice game.
Really good. Really solid. Yeah, 6.5 on BGG. I actually went through the comments and I'm like, basically the gist is it's a lesser version of these other games. It's just a different.
No, I mean, if it's less of it, it's half a step.
All right. Yeah.
I like the conveyor belt.
Oh, I did too.
We didn't even mention
Yeah.
it. Yeah.